Hey everybody, it's Kasha. Welcome back to Kholat. Now we had a pretty terrifying time last... Shit with it! Oh man, that's gonna put us so far back. Either way, what a way to start. I think we're gonna have to do the whole running past the pitfalls again. Okay, well... yeah. If you missed the last one, you're probably about to get at least a big chunk of what it is. Yep, and we're right back where we started at the previous note. That was fun. I heard breathing in my ear, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna die. We're gonna die right as I'm trying to do my intro. Yeah. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead, do a little bit of a sprint. That's a pitfall. Alright, we're gonna have to be quick. We're not gonna have a whole lot of time to talk. So that's a pitfall. You can see him if you look. Okay, so we know this area is danger zone, but I hear the flipper flap of pages. I assume that this building is important. Looks like a hunting cabin of some sort, so I think we're gonna go up, check it out. I think that's probably for the best. It's probably a way up there. Being here is definitely risky. Ooh, I see a shadow figure and I see a light figure. That's not good. How are we supposed to get up there? Ooh. Is there a way? I get the feeling we're gonna die at any moment. There's a pitfall. Doesn't seem to be a way. I can only assume we're gonna have to go through that bad guy. Definitely not excited to do that. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be... okay, there's a shadowy dude. And he seems to be kind of going the other way. He can mind his business. As far as I'm concerned. I can only assume that this is the right way to go. Alright, that kind of looks like the right way. Ooh, it got real quiet. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this one. This one's a long one. A guard's confession. 72-year-old Anna N., after years of silence, decided to talk about events from her past. She told us, I am terminally ill and have nothing to lose. I want people to know what I have done, and all this in the name of science. Anna N. described a place, a science research center where scientists allegedly conducted inhumane experiments on prisoners. There was a special chamber. They had never allowed us to even get close. It was guarded by soldiers. Although I did see people that were taken there, not many came back. I kept in touch with one of them. I asked what they had been doing there and why so few came back out of there alive. He looked at me terrified. He said, Anna, have you ever seen nothingness? A deep emptiness with no end? I was there. I stood above the collapsed valley of the universe. On the border between reality and unreality, there's an abyss there, a giant well with no bottom, a dark cave of hell. And I felt it. It was drilling in my head like a ticking clock. It looked at me from below. It was sneaking up on me and slowly started entering me, the darkness. Sometime later, the same prisoner gave me a letter to pass on in which he had begged for help. I was supposed to give it to the press and expose the whole thing, but the letter disappeared. Up until now, I don't know what happened to it. Anyway, they would probably cover the whole thing up. We asked the supervisors of the prison unit to which Anna N. was subject to for a comment. The unit's commander strongly denied such events took place. He also informed us in a short message that Anna N. was a guard but never worked in a mentioned above center because an object like that simply did not exist. He sent Anna N.'s employee record as proof that in the years 1940 to 1950 she worked in Such and Awaka. Yeah, I can't pronounce things. Prison, also known subject Special Object No. 110. She had been let go from this facility due to mental illness. A copy of her health record and medical certificate were attached. I still hear another flipper flap, though, so... No latitude, no longitude. Alright, I can only assume that this is the way to go. If we look at our map... Alright, there's where we just found. So at least we kind of have our bearings. Is there going to be a way up here? There's a way that goes all the way up there. Am I going to be able to get there? I mean... Am I doing something wrong here? I think I'm just not, you know, going the right way just yet. I don't think I can get up there yet. Or if I can, I'm just not going the right way. I think I need to find where that bridge is. And then I can get up there. I think this is the game kind of like holding me back, at least for the time being. I should be able to get up there soon. I don't know. Let's try following this. Maybe this will give us some answers. Leading us up, we should at least be able to get a nice view. If nothing else. So far nothing, just a very windy path. Still leading up. Oop. I hear another note. I really thought that they would be reading a lot more of these. Severesk is a closed city in Tomsk Oblast, Russia, located 15 kilometers northwest of Tomsk on the right bank of the Tom River, and is in the hands of Rosatom, the Federal Atomic Energy Agency. Founded in 1949, it was known as the Piati Pochtavi, man, I'm bad, town status was granted to it in 1956. It comprises several nuclear reactors and chemical plants for separation, enrichment, and reprocessing of uranium and plutonium. The headquarters of the Russian Research Unit for Natural Phenomena until 1991, called the Soviet Research Unit. The unit's activities concern research on occurring natural disasters in Russia. Okay. So we've got more of these totem poles. And a very, very lovely view, I will say. So here's where we are. This will probably lead back, and that might give us some answers, I can only assume. And then this would lead on towards this direction. That's what I'm proceeding, you know, that's what I'm assuming. Because we know that we need to find a bridge of sorts to get to that little cabin, but there's no way for us to get there yet. Now that we've gone up the mountain, I can only assume that going back down the mountain is going to help us come to that end. Fortunately, it seems like we've escaped all the really scary bits, at least for the moment. Sure that won't last long. Why? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's the neighbors doing their thing. I know you guys can hear that. Ooh. I hear another note, and we actually have a latitude and a longitude. Score 5871. These latitudes and longitudes in this map just don't make a whole lot of sense. Not reliable. The Soviet Research Unit for Natural Phenomena regarding the occurrences of anomaly OH91. First incidents took place in 1950 and 1953 in the area Igarka by the construction of the transpolar manline. The works were halted and the incidents classified. Any witnesses were ordered to be eliminated. On October 17, 1950, according to witness evidence, at the same altitude as Camp 503 to the west of Igarka City, an emanation of an unknown force and source occurred and caused the instant death of 42 workers. The bodies literally evaporated and only shadows were left. I've seen some shadows. As the witnesses testified, the incident was sudden and short. The next incident took place 3 years later on March 14, 1953. Then also in the above-mentioned camp, a solidification event occurred. The bodies of 12 workers just froze. After autopsy, they were declared dead, and their bodies laying intact in Section 12 of the Severesk Research Complex. Ooh. Alright, let's see if we can figure out where we are. Okay, so we're still in this area, because we had this note, and now we have this note. Why you gotta be doing that? Why you gotta be making me feel like death is right around the corner at any moment? Alright, this is a complicated area. I'm really trying to just get to that cabin, but it's being very insistent on not letting me get there. I think I just might have taken the wrong way. I think we're close. We're just not there yet. I mean, this is probably the right way. Maybe. No. Probably not. Ah! Finally! It only took us forever. Alright, this doesn't look very safe, but... Alright, we made it! Finally! Good. I'm glad. Alright. No door. Thanks for that. On my list of things that I wanted to happen today, that was definitely at the fucking top.
We discovered the first bodies by the pine trees. A makeshift campfire suggested they tried to warm up. The bodies were only in underwear. I decided to thoroughly search the area between the tent and the tree line. I discovered the other bodies every few hundred meters apart. The position indicated the victims attempted to return to the tent as fast as they could. This could mean that the threat was gone and the group decided to go back to the tent, or just the opposite. Someone or something appeared from the forest and forced its victims to run. At this point, it is difficult to determine what exactly happened. I have collected small samples from all bodies for further research at the unit's laboratory. I discussed this situation with the rest of the rescue team, and afterwards they focused on the visual inspection of the tent and areas by the trees, and I entered the forest.
No. No thanks. No. No. Oh shit.
Where are you?
Not in here. That's definitely not where I am. Nope. Whew. God. Oh. God, man. It's starting to get to me. It's really starting to get to me. Either way. Stop making sounds. Either way, that's going to be it for this one. If you liked, feel free to like, favorite, share, subscribe, and so on and so forth. And if you want to see more Kholat, I've got it. And if you want to see any of the other games that I've got those as well. And with all that being said, I'm Kasha. And so we go.